Okay, so we'll start.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Behind the Scenes at Bossa. I'm here with designer Luke Williams, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the swivel guns.
Yep.
So, the swivel guns are similar looking to cannons. How do they differ?
Yeah. So I mean, the main goal of the silver guns is to shred up soft targets like players and manta rays, stuff like that. And so they are ship mounted. You can control them like cannons essentially, and except they fire out a cone of like pellets.
Yeah.
Like a short distance. Essentially, they're like giant shotguns.
Yeah. Cool. And what are the design challenges for creating something like a swivel gun?
Yeah. So in this case, it's getting it to solve the problem that you want it to solve, right? So we wanted defenders to have a bit more kind of a safety net when boarders kind of board their ship and run below deck and things like that. And also, you know, when I think everyone's experienced manta rays jumping their ship, so it gives you that nice little bit of defense there.
Yeah.
And I guess yeah. So it's really we've been play testing the numbers and making sure that they, you know, if someone does go below deck and you've got someone down there with a silver gun, that they do the job and stop them in their tracks.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah.
So when it comes to process, obviously the way that we've created the swivel gun means that they reuse a lot of the stats and things like that that we've invented for cannons.
Yeah.
Is that a principle you try to follow generally when it comes to design?
Yeah. I mean, it's how you kind of try to design systems, but you know, you do piggyback off a lot of stuff you've done already.
Yeah.
So when we started designing the swivel guns, you always think, okay, well, they're going to be quite similar to cannons, but what else can we use? And if something doesn't quite like match up with cannons, you need to kind of give a good reason, like why. Okay, so why doesn't that work exactly like that?
Yeah.
You know, like let's say we decided to change that. No, swivel guns don't overheat. You know, so suddenly we're like, okay, do we remove the overheat stat? Do we change it? But you usually work and go, no. Like let's think about this.
Yeah.
So it uses all of the same stats. The only difference is like the firing solution. Instead of a cannon shell, it's a conal spread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so is that spread the same for every type of swivel gun, or is there differences with that?
Yeah, I mean, so one thing I wanted to do with the swivel guns is the cannons, generally people they always favor power, right?
Yeah.
Like it's always great because it's going to fire the cannon shell farther. So with swivel guns, I wanted to have a choice the player makes. So the cone and the range is actually based on the power. So if, for example, you have your swivel gun below deck, then you might opt for, like, you don't need much range because there's not much room down there, but you want a nice large spread, right? So you kind of fill the room with pellets and take out anyone who's down there. You don't have to be as accurate.
Yeah.
While above deck, you might want a high power swivel gun because that's going to be a much more focused cone, but at a longer distance. So any kind of manta rays or maybe someone's gliding in, you can much more easily kind of take them out from a distance.
Yeah.
That would be quite hard if you were in an enclosed space. And also the swivel guns have a 360-degree turning circle, so they're quite good at getting a bearing on people when they board.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So one of the main things that we're doing with the swivel gun is giving people a way of fighting back against mantas.
Yes.
I'm sure that the folks at home will want to know the answer to this question, which is, how many mantas have you personally killed?
It's a tough one, really, because, you know, obviously over the months of development, alpha and stuff, there's been a few times where I might have messed some of the numbers up in the spreadsheet, and that has resulted in a genocide several times over on our test servers.
Yeah.
So the number could be in the tens of thousands.
My God.
Yeah.
So there you have it, folks. Luke Williams, the hero that we deserve.
Yes.
Manta killer extraordinaire. Thank you for talking to us about swivel guns.
No worries.
And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure you click on that thumb and do a subscribe on it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. I love you. Cool. Fine.
Jizzy jackpot or not?
I'll put that in.